Club Shay Shay, yeah. I was trying to do something there that hadn't been done. I thought that I had figured out the algorithm mathematically.
When Diddy's arrest made headlines last September, Katt Williams didn't miss the moment. He jumped onto Instagram stories and posted an AI mashup of Puffy's mugshot blended with Wesley Snipes from New Jack City, captioned, "Diddy about to snitch on everybody." The post exploded online. Fans immediately latched onto the idea that if anyone was going to flip to save themselves, it would be Diddy. But Katt didn't leave it at a single joke. Long before the arrest, he had casually name-dropped figures like Tyler Perry, Ricky Smiley, Steve Harvey, and Ludacris on podcasts, comments that were brushed off as comedy or petty shots at the time. Now, as court filings connected to Diddy began surfacing, familiar names like Jay-Z, Aaron Hall, Harv Pierre, and others appeared in official documents. Suddenly, those old jokes felt less random. Katt wasn't just riffing. He may have been signaling something deeper. And now, we're tracing the unexpected connection between stand-up comedy and a growing federal scandal.
And I thought that I could show that. And when I wrote it out to kill the careers of the people I was talking about, right? But it was so vicious that I erased all of the knockout blows and just left the jabs so that the comic I'm talking about knows that I know your real story. I'm gonna tell this, but you know what else I know. So, yeah, I was...
Do you want to tell any of those stories now?
Well, I'm saying... Just to protect my integrity. And all of these big deviants is all catch.
So Katt Williams said it. The lawsuit started coming out right after he said it, and he said all would be exposed. He heavily implied, and this is again an allegation, that Lucien Grange was having some sort of a homosexual relationship with Diddy. So he is the person that controls Diddy, that Lucien Grange was aware of these parties, that Universal Music Group was aware of these parties, essentially that Diddy is the thug and the gangster working on behalf of Lucien Grange. They did not know that he was recording them. I mean, when I read through that lawsuit, Rodney made it very clear that he had hidden cameras. And if you are a person like LeBron who says ain't no party like a Diddy party, you've got Ashton Kutcher talking about what happens at Diddy parties stays at Diddy parties. And finally you learn via the press that actually Diddy has been collecting evidence on all of you, and you don't know where those tapes are. That will buy your silence for quite some time, because you're hoping that if you keep your head low, you're not going to be revealed as one of these people that was engaged in some of these acts, whether they were heterosexual or homosexual, it doesn't matter. Maybe you're just cheating on your wife and you don't want that to get out into the public. Maybe you were, as Katt Williams described it, in one of the rooms. He said you could just walk around the house. He said this on stage years ago, that you could walk around the house and you would see people engaged in various sex acts. And again, Katt Williams was someone who was dismissed as crazy and dismissed as a drug addict. And it turned out that, or it seems that if these allegations are proven to be true, and I believe they are, then he was telling the truth.
Do you think that like stars and get offered that kind of thing, like to compromise themselves sexually for entertainment?
I was as shocked as anybody about how powerful Harvey Weinstein was at the time that I was meeting with him, and how he could not be told no. You follow what I'm saying?
They'll figure out some way.
Right, so I thought that didn't apply to me because I don't care about nothing but bitches and good business, right? In these scary situations, I don't even leave it up to me. Like, I'm gonna do what the superhero would do in this part of the movie, regardless.
That's a good way to think about things in general.
Yeah.
What would the super...
Katt started with Tyler Perry, and on the surface, it sounded like standard comedian shade. A joke about Perry not being able to play a man to save his life. But buried beneath the laughter was a detail most people missed. When Perry was still struggling to get his first independent scripts off the ground, it was Diddy's circle that quietly stepped in. His team helped finance those early projects, arrange premieres in Los Angeles and New York, and sent out VIP invitations to industry insiders hungry for early access. None of it made headlines at the time, but the connections are there, tucked away in credits and paperwork. Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Medea's family reunion. Perry rarely speaks on it, but his rise followed a pattern many recognize. A launch built through the same behind-the-scenes network. Straight out of Bad Boys' playbook.
I heard that you bought a military base in Alabama. Is that true? A military base?
As starving comedians would do.
Now, I don't know if you're being truthful or not. Did you really buy one?
Yeah, Fort McClellan. Yeah,
What?
because the reason why like my life works in golf and off the golf course is because I follow instruction well, right? Mm-hmm. So if I see somebody do a good job, I just want to do a good job.
Yeah.
I'm going to follow the example.
Yeah.
Right? So Tyler Perry got a military base.
That's correct.
Made it into a movie studio and started making movies. Katt Williams.
Bought a military base. Are you making movies?
I'm not wearing dresses. Yeah, making movies.
You're missing the point. At what point in Tyler Perry's career was he Samuel L. Jackson or Denzel Washington? Which are the only two black men I can think of that never had a dress on.
Yeah, but I don't think it's about
at one point, it is about that. It is about that because he's the only black man that we already established has $1 billion for making movies. He's the only black man with his own studio, but he's also putting out material where he got a goddamn dress on every year.
Because
every time you turn around at every iteration of his success, be it the plays that took over and got him popular, be it the shit that he did on TBS, be it the first movies that he did, be it the movies that he does now. So what is his excuse for doing Madea content now?
Because there's an audience for it.
There's an audience for it.
There is an
There's an audience for it.
There is an
Tyler Perry told his male actors they're not allowed to consort with me because I saw you at a Diddy party, Tyler. And you were having a glorious time. I spent a lot of time in Miami and I snuck around Star Island quite a bit. I know Christian isn't lying, but I need him to tell me what happened to my friends. And I don't care how long it's been since I talked to them. They will always be my friends. Always. Tim and Durrett and Lamont Rucker were not the same after they went on camera with Tyler Perry. Christian, I think you can tell me why.